Hey, welcome to my channel. Another video game video. Who would have guessed? So everybody's doing the reactions to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 not having a campaign, and a lot of people are afraid of games heading into the multiplayer direction where you have to have an online connection, there's no single player campaign, yada yada yada. And I think that's true for a lot of the more popular games and more of our popular franchises, but I think we're focusing on just the popular games. Like, there are so many games out there that are single player that don't require an online connection, and we're just flat out ignoring it because it's not our genre. Like, I can understand if you only play like a certain type of game, but if you branch out and you actually start playing like things out of your comfort zone, there's a shit ton of stuff. And you know, some of these games are fairly new genre, so you don't even know if you'd like them or not. So I don't know, but I think it's blown out of proportion. Also, I feel like Call of Duty Black Ops 4, there's a 3-year development time, so it's knowing that, like, they probably started making this game around 3 years ago. That was before Call of Duty World War II came out, so I guess it came out around the time Infinite Warfare came out, which I thought had an excellent campaign, and no one else liked it. World War II had a great campaign, but every time I see a review or whatever, it's like, short campaign, same old, same old. So I can see it in the media, and I'm like, oh, that's just the media trying to capitalize on popular trends. And then, like, my sister's boyfriend, yeah, he got Call of Duty World War II. He's really excited about it, and I was like, that's cool, because I have like nothing in common with this asshole. But I was like, oh, maybe we have common grounds, like, because I really liked the campaign of Call of Duty World War II, and I was like, what did you think about that campaign? And he's like, nah, I haven't really played it. I just play zombies and online. And like, friends on my PlayStation network, like, the only games they want to play and that I see them play are like zombies. Yeah, like, people just like the zombies mode, and even if you add a story to it, it's like the same thing over and over. The thing that sucks about Black Ops is Black Ops 1 and 2, which the story essentially finished. There was some connections in the third game, and I thought the third game actually had a lot of content. There was actually 2 campaigns. Like, granted, you go to the same areas, but there was actually story and stuff involved that made it interesting, and the enemies you fought were interesting, and I was like, this is really cool. There's a lot of content in Black Ops 3, though I didn't like how you were stuck to one weapon, and I'm like, great, there's more single player content, but everybody just played the multiplayer game. So it's not necessarily always voting with your wallet. Like, they basically keep track of what you play online. It's like unavoidable. You can feel like you're contributing. Like, I feel like I'm contributing when I get the games that I like, but in the grand scheme of things, it seems like companies are trying to just make money, which they are in a way, but they're making money based on what they think players want. And to be honest, a majority of people who play those games, like people on YouTube that don't actually stream and stuff like that, I feel like tend to be people that are more into single player campaigns because they're more passionate about gaming. To be honest with you, if I had more going on in my life, I would probably make less gaming videos. Like, I love playing video games. I don't actually play them that much. I'm almost more of a collector, even though I'm a terrible collector, because if you notice in the background, there's not like a shit ton of shelves with like all these games on it that everybody else has. But yeah, the average player likes to play online. That's just the way it is. But the single player genre isn't necessarily dying. And you know what? It's probably marketed as a kid system or whatever, but like handhelds and especially now the Nintendo Switch, which is like a combo, there are a ton of single player offline games on there, and they're getting a lot of physical releases too. And if you're not like a Xbox gamer, you'll notice a ton of single player games that are made in, they're Japanese, are a lot of times, I guess the licensing fee or how many units they have to make or sell for the PlayStation 4 is more lenient. So there's more physical copies, downloadable games, and there are just a lot of options. But if you just focus on the super popular games, it's going to seem that the only thing that's being released are online multiplayer games. Now, there's online multiplayer components to Far Cry 5, which I absolutely adore. I still need to finish it. But there's an amazing single player campaign on there. God of War just came out. Last of Us 2 is coming out. We got Uncharted 4 that came out. Did it come out last year? I can't even remember. There was actually single player content, and they actually added more, even in the most infamous game, Star Wars Battlefront 2, which I actually really liked. By the way, if you're curious, they just added Starfighter in arcade mode, which is actually my personal favorite mode. I don't mind playing online, but that actually had a decent campaign that was pretty fun, despite what everybody says. And maybe it's not your cup of tea, but I'm just saying there are popular games out there. And then last year there was Prey, there was Dishonored, the spin-off, and then the year before that, Dishonored 2, Fallout and its mini expansions. Skyrim's been released 500 different times. There's a ton of single player content. Crash, Bandicoot, Dragon Warrior 11's coming out. Sonic Mania, my favorite game, is actually getting a physical edition. Life is Strange, that got physical editions. Some of the Telltale games, unfortunately, get season pass discs, but when season 3 rolled around, they actually came out with a collection last year, which is great because I always wanted all those things on disc. Resident Evil 7, which I finally just finished not too long ago, they came out with a gold edition there. And there's Outlast, there's Assassin's Creed that came out that I still haven't got into, but it seems really cool. And now Crash Bandicoot's coming out on the other systems, and they're coming out with the Spyro Remastered, which to people I guess my age is kind of nostalgic, even though I was kind of in high school when I guess those games came out, or I think I was about to go into high school, so they're sort of nostalgic to me, and they have like a fresh coat of paint. But yeah, things are going in an online direction with probably some of favorite, more popular franchises. But I urge you to open up your horizons because there's a lot of single player content that's coming out, and it's awesome, but you have to get out of your comfort zone. And if not, I mean, it's probably going to continue to go to that direction, and you can blame it on all these people that didn't vote on with their wallet. But the average gamer is online oriented, like the casual gamer is kind of like a hardcore gamer almost, like, because what I consider the casual gamer is the person that's going to play Call of Duty for hours and hours at a time. I find that people that really like games tend to not play games as much, if that even makes sense. I mean, there are exceptions to the rule, but just talking to people and stuff like that, like beside their channel, they don't usually play games after that. Like most of the time that I post videos of me playing gameplay, that's usually what I play for the day. And I forgot to mention the amazing Yakuza 6, and then in August, Yakuza Kiwami 2 is coming out. The Mega Man X collections 1 and 2. There's so much shit coming out that's like single player that doesn't require online, and I'm I'm almost willing to bet money that Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to have an offline component. Yeah, there's great games coming. There's like some samurai game that Sucker Punch, who makes the Infamous games. I'm sure it'll be cool. And then Shenmue actually 1 and 2 is coming out. 3 got pushed over. Bloodstain's coming out at some point, which is the successor to Castlevania. And sometimes if you go to websites that sell games, just kind of go online if you really like a digital title, and a lot of times you can find these distributors that just make a limited amount of games. Like if it comes out on limited run games and it's a fairly popular title, sorry, I'm all over the place, probably not going to get it. But if it's a lesser known title, you probably have better chances. But there's also other companies, like I think I Am 8-Bit came out with a physical version of What Remains of Edith Finch is what it was called. They came out with that, and then I was able to get a version of Undertale for the PlayStation 4 physical version. And those I just ordered, and they're not super expensive. I got a physical version of Shadow Warrior 2, which is an amazing game. Not only did I get a physical version, I think it was only like $40. I got like a hand painted scroll. I got a free version of Shadow Warrior 1 and 2 plus its DLC on Steam. They gave me Shadow Warrior 1 on the PlayStation 4 for free, and then I got the disc for Shadow Warrior 2 for like $30. That's it. It took a while to get here, but if you just look around, there are single player experiences that don't require an online connection, and even if they do, a lot of times you can play the game, but voting for your wallet's not going to matter, because I mean, it's good to support the games you want to play, but there's just too many people that just like online games, and it'll be that way. Like, they probably would prefer it if things went in an online direction. Like I said, like the casual gamer is what probably we would consider the stereotypical hardcore gamer, because those are the people that are playing Call of Duty for hours and hours and hours online and stuff like that. It's kind of weird where, like I said, the people that are making YouTube channels and stuff like that don't do streams and don't make a living off of it play very casually and really just enjoy gaming in general. So that's my take on it. Maybe I'll add links to other people's points of views on the information page. There's so many of them, and I don't know if people want to be verbally called out or not. I'm so awkward with this. I really want to start doing non-video gaming stuff, but life is too short. We're all gonna die. Everything's temporary, so you might as well enjoy it while worst comes to worst. Come out with a new hobby, because there's other things beside video games, but honestly, I don't think it's that bad. And if you open up your horizons of the types of games that you want to play, and you look a little bit deeper for the lesser known titles, there's a lot of great stuff out there. So yeah, hopefully this video will suffice. I know I'm all over the place. I usually am. So if you're a regular watcher, you probably expect that. If not, you probably think I'm on Valium and have like some sort of brain damage of some type. But thank you so much for watching. Enjoy whatever you play, because stuff deteriorates over time. We deteriorate over time. I could get in a wreck or whatever, be dead just like that. Like a bolt of lightning could come in here and strike me down on this video, and hopefully somebody knows my YouTube password and everything so they can upload the video. It'd be like my one popular video, like guy getting struck by lightning while talking about Black Ops 4, and I don't know, I'm curious how it's going to go. Some people think that it's going to fail miserably, but deep down inside, I think it'll be successful, because of the casual gamer has become the gamer that plays online games over and over again. You can vote with your wallet as much as you want, but the casual consumer / gamer eats that shit up. So like I said, broaden your horizons. There are single player experiences out there, and if they're not your type of game, I don't know, find a new hobby or collect old games or whatever. But thank you so much for watching.
If you want to, like, comment, and subscribe! Thanks for watching!